is up, my people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your boy Naseem the Dream. It is that time of the week once again, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Singles of the Week. This is a segment where I like to break down some of the newest tracks that have dropped this past weekend. I'm gonna give you my thoughts and I'm gonna give them an official rating. So be sure to check them out for yourselves. They're all linked in the description down below. Let's get right into these new singles. Getting right into it with Queen Sexxy Red with the newest track, Get It Sexxy, dropping more heat to make the red pill boys and girls all sad and shit that she's shaking ass and talking about sex. Dude, you guys listen to Gunna, okay? Shut the fuck up. Not taking any more shots at anybody, just talking about the track. The 808s are absolutely booming on here. They really are just thick and loud and really pop everything off of the mix. The moaning and the ad-libs are also booming. Yeah. Just doing her thing, man. I think that's the thing that makes Sexxy Red just so fun and addictive. Like, she just can't help but to just have the most fun without giving any shits, and I think that's one of the #1 things that I love about Sexxy Red. So yeah, this is gonna get the green. Moving on with Fredo Bang with his newest track, You Hate Me. I think overall it's okay. It has like a summer Cali vibe to it, and I think Fredo pulls off a memorable hook, I'd say. The beat is just not strong enough. I think it doesn't have much substance to it. There's some nice horns, but not much else to it in the substance wise. So overall it's okay. Next is 7 Lions, ILLENIUM, and ÁSDIЩ with the newest track, Not Even Love. Fucking phenomenal track, ravish in ingredients thrown into the mix. An incredible performance from ÁSDIЩ. Not really familiar with her, but when you have ILLENIUM on a track, and then 7 Lions has been taking notes too, they just know exactly how to work with a vocalist and make sure they utilize every single ounce of that talent to the best of their ability, and it's definitely displayed on here flawlessly. It doesn't shock me at all that they're able to do that, but it's everything I love in dance music. It's techno, it's feels, it's vibrant, it's deepened, it's future-based sound aesthetic. It's just a rave of a time, a beautiful track. Then we got Tyla releasing her full debut record. I'm gonna be giving you a little bit sample of my thoughts on the newest track with her and Becky G, On My Body. I thought the chemistry was just so much more appealing than I anticipated. I wasn't thinking that it wasn't going to be bad. I just wasn't confident at first, but the performances is what really kept this track so exciting. The mix is polished so well, and I love the Afro dance aesthetic to it. I mean, Tyla is just really sweeping everybody's feet off with that whole thing, especially with the TikTok game and just with Water. And I think a lot of people are going to really jump on the LP and think, wow, this chick's legit. And I haven't even heard the whole thing yet, and I know I'm gonna feel like that. But melodically, it's just ridiculously good on here, and yeah, man, it is just fire. So good. Then we got Xavi out. Then we got regional artist Xavi out with Corazón de Piedra. I found this tasteful instrumentally. Hearing every strum in the rhythm with the background, it felt potent. The layering is spot on, and it has an excellent way of bringing it home too. I really thought it was really utilized well. Xavi's cool, but I still struggle to really find major switch ups with the artists that are in this particular genre that is so popular with like revitalized modern regional. I don't really know what it's got to be called, something new at this point with the whole Peso Pluma movement and everything. When they make their appearances on more songs, it just doesn't always feel unique. They're well performed, so I can't say it's a bad song. It's got to get the green, but I want something more from this. Then next is Jorja Smith coming out with a bundle of tracks that seems to, I'm not sure, to be going off of some rock influences. With this one's called Go 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 featuring Josman. This is a French artist that was taking over pretty much the majority of the intro, and I thought that was actually pretty nice. It hyped up Jorja coming into the track a lot, and it was sick. It settled us in well, and this kicked ass, like going into like this rock and like punk movement almost. It's mostly just like some just rock, just pretty much classic rock kind of thing. Not too classic into like the 70s, but like it's just straight up rock music. But it's lace. It's dope. Jorja is destroying on the track. This is gonna get fire. Armin van Buuren and Gryffin teamed up with a new track, and it's called What Took You So Long. This is so freaking cool to see. This has got to be a surreal moment for Gryffin, working with the legendary Armin van Buuren. Dude, that is so sick. Also unexpected on my side. And not unexpected to the point where I don't think that artists like that know about Armin van Buuren. He is literally an icon. in house music, but just to team up with the track and make something that is so ethereal techno, it is amazing. It had me in such a trance. It's so pretty, glossy, exotic feeling. I adore it. Remi Wolf is out with a new song as well called Cinderella. The hook is so freaking addictive, man. It is so freaking nice to hear over and over and over and over again. It's just structurally, it's just so potent. Remi just has like this natural instinct with her pop image that just knows how to display an immense comfort and control. So much confidence displayed on here. And then it has like this two-wave of ideas that come and show new interests and personalities too, that I think just makes Remi Wolf really stand out and bedroom pop. So yeah, I found this track to be very fun, very exciting, and an overall amazing experience. Hozier also has some new tunes out for this week. This one is called Too Sweet. This was pretty good. I thought this was a great song to get you excited for springtime and even for some summer if you're going to be looking forward to some festival sets or just seeing him live in general on a tour. Definitely felt very good with the soft rock style on here. I wouldn't say Hozier gave all of himself to this song, but he gave just enough to make it a hit for himself, so it's a goodie. The next is LustSickPuppy with the track Blister. So much stimulation. So much stimulation. I mean, that hasn't really changed with stuff like this and hyperpop, but there's just so much in front of you in this track that will get you just amped up and just ready to go. It's like taking 2 servings of like the most premier meathead pre-workout. Like it'll just, we'll want to rip the freaking floor off of the floor, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it's sick. It really gets you amped up. It's insane. And sound design wise, it's very impressive. Cardi B with a new track, Enough Miami. This is flat out boring. There's nothing special to see here. It is uninspiring. Just simply background noise. Who cares? Maggie Rogers is also coming out with a new single called So Sick of Dreaming. This is going to be a little of a taste of her upcoming LP dropping in less than a month. A very smooth folk Americana feeling tune. It's really nice and subtle, sweet to the ears, super sweet melodics, giving that classic down to earth Maggie that we oh so love. And I just found this to overall be blissful. That is the strongest card that this song is putting on the table. It's just a breath of fresh air. Very nice. Still, Woozy is also coming out with a new track called Shotput. Fans are gonna be head over heels for this for sure. And I don't blame them. It's that simple and sweet with still Woozy's magic. The bedroom pop's finest, in my opinion. One of the best modern artists to come out in the genre. Instrumental just sounds super rich, super colorful, and definitely after a few listens, at the first one I was like in a little bit in the middle, but after a couple more I'm like, yeah, this is worth agreeing. Flo Milli is coming out with a new track called Edible featuring Gunna. I wouldn't say this was a waste of a time. This is just not one that felt like it was worth playing again. Flo was decent, and I thought she was fine, but Gunna didn't really help anything. I'm not gonna say he was garbage. He wasn't as garbage as he could be, but Kyle is also coming out with a new tune called Sweetest Things. Now with this one, Kyle is getting really down to earth on us. He's not really that great of a singer. I don't really enjoy him singing that much. He does like go in with some clean vocals, so I appreciate the confidence. Like, I tip my hat off to you, sir. That's it's quite bold of you, but it's not something that I'm a big fan of. He adds like a pretty angelic tone to the track with the string sections that really helps out. Really does. The way they wash into the mix like a huge wave, it's pretty delicate. Some acoustic guitars in here to really increase the soundscape. It's nice. So it's like a cancel out balance. So it's a yellow. Khurangbin coming out with another single, leading closer and closer to their LP dropping in April. With this one, it's just an instrumental. It's pretty nice. It sounds vintage and electric and just super 70s and 80s. I think it mostly serves its purpose when the album drops, which in that case doesn't really make too much sense to drop this as a single because it's also short. If it was like one of those extended versions, like that, like those instrumentals that like get into like this whole psychedelic element where it's like changing phases and it feels like we're entering different realms and just stuff gets really trippy later on. That's stuff that sounds really cool. It doesn't even necessarily get like trippy, but just like we need to feel like we're entering new phases in here. This is like a 3-minute track. If it's quick, but not good enough to be a single, so overall it's okay. The next is a story so far with the track Letterman. I know pop punk fans are gonna love this. They are not gonna appreciate what I'm about to say. This is stale. The sound is so outplayed, guys. There's so much more I know they can really put on the table that really make them stand out, but dude, this is like, when hearing this, and then the Neck Deep record, and then when Home Safe and just other bands that I've like played recently in the pop punk genre, completely blurs into each other. I don't see anything really making either of these bands stand out, and it's just mind-numbing at a certain point. When hearing Proper Dose, I was very impressed, and I know that was a much more personal record, and then that's kind of what helps the record really stand out the most. But I don't know, I found the songwriting to be much more immense compared to this, so yeah, I'm not enjoying this. And then Wallows is coming out with a new track called Calling After Me. I like that it has like this like beach rock effect to it, bright tones with the warm filters that are in the background. It has like this 90s indie rock that they play with a modern finish to it. So it's not gonna feel completely brand new for people, which I don't think they'll mostly care for anyway, but it is so well performed that it's just gonna be greatly enjoyed no matter what. So I'm gonna give it the green. And then an artist I'm not familiar with, his name is Woozy, and it is featuring Natalia Lafourcade with the track La Niebla. I was recommended this because of Natalia. Other than that, I would have never heard of this guy. And I say this in the most kind possible way. Zero chemistry. None whatsoever. This is such a waste of a Natalia Lafourcade verse. The instrumental is very broken. It is not good. Not a good intro. No win. And then the track that I chose to react to for this week's reaction video is going to Mr. Porter Robinson with his newest track, Cheerleader. This is going to be a taste of the future upcoming LP, so you guys are going to go want to check out that reaction. It's very fun, and if you like Porter, if you like electronic music, go check it out, man. It's a good time. But on here, the official rating will be a green. Go check why. And to end off this week's Singles of the Week, the track that I felt outdid every single one on this list and was saying a lot. There was a lot of good songs on this list. Is gonna go to Miss Dev Lemons with her new track, Freak Show. This is an insane blend of post-punk, noise rock, and indie rock. Brilliant. I have gone mad for Miss Lemons. She is creating sequences with her vocals that just keep bending, reshaping, and adapting to what the song calls for. And the mixing has this complex structure to it that you can't help but to admire. For a YouTuber that I feel like could be so undermined, this is something that is just so inspiring. Showing her and watching her videos about teaching about music theory and just music news, yada yada yada, and then coming out with some pretty impressive and bold tracks when it comes to production that is nowhere near simple, and killing it. Dev, what the fuck, bro? You fucking killed it. Single of the week. And that is it for this week's Singles of the Week, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, go on and like, share, and comment down below of what you thought of these tracks. Do not forget to check them out for yourselves. They're all linked in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Deuces.